I moved back to Texas before 10th grade in high school. And at the end of my street, there was a house, and there was some music coming out of it. And I banged on the door, and the garage door slid open, and the bass player was Tommy Bradford. And I went in and hung out with him, and soon I was in this band. And Tommy Bradford and me, and the singer was Donnie Hart. And we started playing. And then by the next year, Tommy Bradford and I decided we wanted to play some harder songs. And so he knew Vince from high school jazz band, and Tommy was in jazz band. And so we jammed three-piece, and we jammed with Vince at my house. And then it was so amazing. Vince was so good. And so we decided to form a band. And the way I remember it was me and Tommy and Donnie will join you. And Vince said, well, I'll take your singer if you take my little brother. And Darrell was a little kid. I think he was still in middle school. And Donnie, when you're a teenager like that, Donnie had a PA. So you're in. You're the singer. You got a microphone. And so I wanted to play with Vince because I knew his dad was a recording engineer across town. And I was already starting to think, man, I think to write some songs. So the five of us got together, and we started playing parties and playing at the high school and stuff like that. And then we started recording original tunes. And quickly, once we started recording originals, I really wanted to sing my own songs. And so through no fault of Donnie, I just wanted to sing my own songs. And so that's kind of how we became a four-piece instead of five. Meanwhile, Darrell, when he hits about 16, goes in his room for about 6 months and comes out basically fully formed and can play anything. I think he won 3 guitar contests there in Dallas in a row before they just said, you're not allowed to be in these anymore. You're a judge now. He was so much better than anyone else. The first record, I played guitar with Darrell. We were doing a lot of 2-guitar stuff. And that was, our first shot at it. Well, after we toured around Texas and playing all those songs, we started stripping it down in kind of Van Halen style, and that's why I didn't play guitar anymore. Live, I played guitar on a lot of the songs from the second album, but in the studio, there was no point because Darrell was, by this time, like I said, a fully formed, monster. So here we are, these young kids, and their father's a recording engineer. He decides he agrees to manage us and starts sending us out to play in Abilene and Dallas and Fort Worth. And we start playing, and we're kids. We live at home with mom and dad. And we're playing bars and doing it and figuring it out. I was really lucky to get in with those guys. And so,
but how does it get to where it's like, okay, let's do a record? Was that just the dad pushing it?
Well, you're recording originals. And you're doing songs, and then one of the local radio stations would play local music every now and then, and we somehow got on that show with our recordings. And so the next step was, let's print a record. Let's put an album out. We'll sell them off the bandstand.
And did you already have all the recordings at the time, or was it like, okay, well, let's go in and finish up a record?
We had been recording, and we just thought, well, why don't we just go to the next step? And so we did the record. One of our friends did the artwork. I think the idea for that cover was kind of like something like Iron Maiden, but it didn't really come out that way, did it?